Hey, it's Thursday, October 2nd, and as Ant pointed out, is the month of Halloween. I like Halloween. I don't think I get nearly as into it as Anthony does. I don't do the Halloween decorations and all that, but I do really enjoy it. It's always fun to go out, and I've yet to figure out exactly what people do in New York for Halloween. I know in Chapel Hill, or in North Carolina, in the Chapel area anyway, like everyone kind of, the big thing to do is go to Franklin Street, march down the street, and 20,000 people or more show up to do this, and it's kind of fun. You hit the bars, whatever. But here, I don't know if there's like one place like where I know they do some. There's some kind of march like that, or where people walk around the streets, but I'm not really sure where it is. And I'm sure there's like lots of different bars and clubs have Halloween costume contests and just Halloween things going on, and uh, and there's lots of parties, lots of house parties. I've already been invited to some, and lucky for me, even with my new job at Columbia, uh, Halloween's on a Friday this year, and that's the one day that I work that I actually get off at 8 as opposed to 11 at night. Which getting off at 11 wouldn't isn't too bad because I would still be able to get back to my place by around midnight and then go out. But I like getting an earlier start, and that way, whatever costume I decide to wear, I should be able to have plenty of time to get prepared to do that and figure out what I'm going to do. But anyway, that's the point of this vlog. I'm kind of worried about what my costume should be. I've come up with a few ideas, but yeah, my challenge to anyone watching who has any suggestions, comment. Let me know what you think I should dress up as. If you see this lovely face and you think, oh, he would look really good as like some movie icon or whatever. It doesn't matter. Or you just anything like a literary figure. Uh, I'm open to suggestions. Anything that's not too involved either. Like I do want to go to more trouble than I did last year. Last year I just waited till the last minute as I usually do, and I wore a leather vest with leather pants and decided I'm a leather daddy. Woohoo, big deal. So I don't want to do something like that again. The ideas I've come up with so far, I've always wanted to dress up as Dr. Frankenfurter from the Rocky Horror Picture Show, just because I think it would be really fun. The only thing is, like, I feel like that costume's pretty complicated. I'm definitely not going to order the costume that they have for that, because I'm not ordering a costume. I think those are, in general, don't really work, and they're really cheesy, and they're, like, lots of people can have them, and you can tell they're just too kind of customary looking. I mean, I guess maybe some out there are cool, but that's not really what I want to do. So if I was going to put the Rocky or the Dr. Frankenfurter costume together by myself, I just think it might be really hard to find the stuff. So maybe I'll visit some thrift stores up here and see what I can find, but I doubt I'll do that because it might be a little too complicated. And I just know me, I'm lazy. So other things I've thought of, JFK after he was shot, like maybe, and I know this might be really offensive to people, but it's Halloween and I'm all about being offensive to people apparently. Maybe being JFK after he's shot and carrying his brain around, or carrying my own brain around, or pieces of my brain in a jar. Again, I don't know if anyone would even really get that. Like if I did drag as Jackie O, people would get that, but dress up as JFK, what I'm gonna wear a suit and like you know, I don't know, who knows. I also thought about being a dead underwear model, which would really just be easy because all I would have to do is like walk around in my underwear and like make myself look dead. Maybe style myself to look like a fashiony. Although I would probably be mistaken for the whole heroin chic look. Uh, but again, it might be too cold to run around in my underwear. And again, do I really want to be running around in my underwear? I mean, yeah, it would be fun, but if I'm gonna do bar hopping or whatever, it might be a little complicated to do that. Uh, I thought about being like a fashion victim, like if you're familiar with Sex of the City, like where Carrie falls and he's like she's fashion roadkill, where she falls on the runway. But then again, that might not be too obvious and might be hard for people to figure out what I am. Uh, and yeah, I haven't really come up with a lot else. So yeah, give me some ideas. I need a Halloween costume. Cameron needs ideas. Send ideas, and I want it to be something really neat. Oh yeah, another one is like a back alley abortionist, where I perform back. I would dress up kind of like a doctor, but I'd have blood all over me. I'd have like baby parts in my pocket. I would have maybe be carrying around some kind of gynecological tools, pieces of fetuses, a hanger, uh, Again, probably offensive, but I'm so obsessed with fetuses and abortions and things like that. It might be fun to do that. And if you hear any of these ideas and you think, oh yeah, that does sound cool, and you can give me suggestions on how I could put it together, I would definitely appreciate it. I don't know if anyone will actually help me out, but I do need the help because this is my first Halloween in New York, and I really want to go all out. I don't want to be lame. So that is the challenge for you people. Challenge. I don't have the fun little graphic thing that Anthony does, so maybe Ant, in your next vlog, you can just do the challenge for me. Uh, yeah, and today is my second day of work at Columbia. See? You can't see it that well because of the glare. But yeah, that's me. It's fun. I'm working in circulation at the Health Sciences Library. I like it. The people are really nice. The guy I work with is cool. Uh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to survive on this salary, which is kind of scary. I don't really know exactly what the salary is. I have an idea though, and it doesn't really translate that well to living in the East Village in Manhattan. But we'll see. I mean, it's steady income for now, and so that's good. That's very important because it's much needed. Okay, and that's it. I'm signing off.